So the outlook for the day, what actually happened after the anticipation in the morning. So basically, this gap was kind of respected still. Like we had zero momentum today. Really not any volatility basically in terms of the volatility we are usually experiencing on Bitcoin. But this gap was holding the whole day, just kept wicking this high. So it's kind of holding the other half of the gap is kind of holding. Wouldn't want to see this one get invalidated, because if we invalidate this one, like, we have basically smooth sailing to maybe potentially all-time highs again. So that's not the scenario I want to see. The monthly VWAP actually held beautifully, kept making higher highs, higher lows. So basically the classic bullish momentum also respecting this gap, so everything was going into the favor of the bulls today, unfortunately in my case. So basically, as far as trading view logical like candle behavior goes, nothing impressive, nothing to really take notes of, because it was just not that volatile. When it comes to extra charts, exactly kind of the same scenario, like nothing major happened. The only trade I could actually spot today, I was not awake at this point, at this time, but the only actual good trade that I see is the one where we actually came close to the point of control, the volume point of control. Like, this is basically the Asia session, I presume, yeah. So here, as we can see, like aggressive selling, a lot of aggressive selling. Look at all of these stacked imbalances. Here, 1.5, 5.4, a lot of selling right here. Delta negative, all the way down to here. As you can see, still stacked imbalances, stacked negative imbalances. 11 million in one trade basically. 8 million sells into 0 buys. So 0 buyers interested in this one. And here also delta kinda negative, but the volume shrunk significantly from 22 million to 6.3 million, but still negative volume, negative delta in this candle. People getting offsided this position, so the delta still being negative, closing as a positive candle. We start to see stacked imbalances as we approach this low, as we approach the POC. Stacked imbalances starting to come into the play. This 11 million negative position, huge position, getting completely offsided here, and that was just the start of the whole move to the upside for today. These stacked imbalances acting as dynamic support for price to go higher, and that's what we eventually saw happen. And that's basically it for the whole day. It was a boring day, nothing major to see. That's basically it. The outlook on July 17th. Since yesterday we did absolutely fucking nothing. Like, we're still, I'd say, accumulating. Volume is probably pretty high. I would need to check on EXO, but yeah. You guys need to differentiate accumulation from consolidation. It's not the same. It's completely something different. So learn about that, definitely. Yesterday we were still respecting this 4-hour gap, but we actually started to see some shifts around here. So 50% of this gap got completely respected, and from here, as we can see, this inversion fair value gap provided like a really fucking good rejection point. And from here, like, since we tapped the 50% level, we started closing below this high, below this bullish candle, which is kind of a shift in market structure basically. I mean, it could be here. It's just really fucking bad, like barely closed. It's not a good close. As you can see, like in here, no bearish gaps, no bearish imbalances. And from here, since we tapped the 50% level, we started to have bearish momentum, bearish intent. People actually started piling up bearish orders. So today we could see some bearish movement, we'll see, but we need a strong close below this level. When it comes to the VWAP, we are in the monthly range. We are kind of retesting it, playing with it, so we'll see. This is an order block, a good order block, so we'll see. I'd like to see prices fall. As I said, I'm a I'm bearish in this market. I mostly short. I don't like longs too much. That's just my preference. But yeah, today is kind of still accumulating orders. We'll see. This has a huge potential to fall, these levels. I would like to see them fail. Also, these levels are something I'd look at, definitely. But yeah, for now, in terms of the market logic, the candle behavior on TradingView, it doesn't look nice. It's just moving sideways, bracketing basically. So when it comes to extra charts and these DPO charts, basically absolutely fucking nothing. Still the same shit. So just playing around, accumulating orders, as you can see here. If it was a consolidation, these would be kind of light of, like, they would be kind of like these, like lightly shaded, but there is a lot of high volume nodes. Nodes, yeah, you could call them nodes. So yeah, it's kind of a accumulation for now. But yeah, nothing, like legitimately nothing to see. We kind of bounced off the initial balance, kind of creating a nicely distributed curve, bell curve. So yeah, this is only, in my opinion, an accumulation for a later on huge expansion probably, because it's an inside day for now. Yesterday's day was also kind of an inside day, so yeah, probably a big expansion coming in. So in terms of liquidations, we're still on the second model, of course. Like, still we have these orders around the 120k level, which is normal, which is like to be expected because it's a psychological level. So yeah, nothing major other than that. Like, this is a level you want to watch for. We could see people wanting to go up there to fill larger limits. So yeah, but nothing major. As I said, we are in a accumulation, kind of moving sideways overall.